Right now at 6, a truck crashes through a hotel wall in La Crosse.
And local kids are stepping up to help first responders this winter.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. We begin with breaking news. Within the hour, the House has passed a government funding bill. It'll extend current spending levels for the next 3 months. It includes billions in disaster relief and aid for farmers without addressing the debt ceiling. Congress has been scrambling all week long ahead of tonight's midnight deadline. 34 Republicans in the House voted no, including Wisconsin's Tom Tiffany. The bill now goes to the Senate.
A semi-truck slid off Rose Street and into La Crosse's Quality Inn earlier this morning. Police say the truck crashed through an exterior wall and into a guest room. The incident happened around 1:30 a.m., shutting down northbound traffic for approximately 2 hours. Now, no one was injured, and the truck driver walked away from the crash, and the hotel room was unoccupied at the time. La Crosse police say slick road conditions appear to be a factor in the crash. The incident remains under investigation.
Slick roads led to a rollover crash in a creek last night and sent 2 people to the hospital. According to police, a car hit a guardrail on Church Road near County Road U, tumbled down an embankment, and landed upside down in the water. The crash happening around 5:30 p.m. Both occupants were treated for minor injuries, and police are investigating.
Well, we got quiet conditions going on for the next several days after we got all that snowfall for most of the areas over the past probably 36 hours. The good news, it's quiet evening. It's colder than we've used to, but overall still quiet as we get back into the lower teens for La Crosse with some high clouds out there, but light winds out of the north too. A little colder, a little more clearing skies up to Eau Claire, getting back down into the single digits by the time we get to 11 p.m. We could actually go near or below zero with all the snowpack on the ground. So some areas, colder spots likely to go below zero. Other areas just near zero. Not as the coldest we've seen so far this year, but definitely colder than the last couple days. But quiet conditions that'll continue. There's your high clouds that are pushing south of the area, west of the area. That's some weak systems that are coming through. We'll see more of those clouds probably tomorrow, but we're not going to see much in the way of snowfall. There's your current snowpack minus that little erroneous report over there that was like up to 22 inches. Most of the area has been 4 to 7. Southeastern Wisconsin had a little bit in an area that was up to about 8 to 11. That ranked our record yesterday, 6.6. It's about 23rd place overall for December's for 1 day total snowfall. Remember, sometimes storms do go more than 2 days. Otherwise, we'll kind of break down what it feels like for the first day of winter. And unfortunately, it's not going to feel more like winter as we go beyond that towards Christmas, and I'll explain that in a bit later.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Greg.
Well, with the first big blast of snow behind us and the first official day of winter tomorrow, the city of La Crosse is making changes to its daytime warming center. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall joins us with the latest. Jeremy.
Well, Emily, the city's moving the daytime warming shelter from its 3rd Street location to the main hall inside the library here on its Main Street location. Now, Molly McCormick with the city's fire department says it's all about accessibility. The daytime warming shelter will be open during blizzard warnings, winter weather warnings, and cold weather advisories. It will be able to hold 100 people. The city chose the library because they say it's more centralized and convenient for people across it.
It has easy access by the bus routes. It has accessibility for anybody that might have wheelchair or a walker. That space is getting plowed on a regular basis, whether it's being used for an emergency day center or not.
Now, the caveat for those who do plan to use it is there has to be blizzard advisories and winter weather, cold weather advisories as well. She also says the temperature has to feel like it's negative 15 degrees outside, which really only happens a few times a year. For now, live in La Crosse, Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. Party City is closing down all of its stores, ending nearly 40 years in business. In a meeting viewed by CNN today, CEO Barry Litwin told corporate employees that Party City is, quote, winding down operations immediately and that today will be their last day of employment. Staff were told they will not receive severance pay. Some of Party City's store employees received letters that the company would close down stores on February 28th.
The Riverside International Friendship Gardens is growing, with plans announced this morning for a new Ho-Chunk garden. That garden will overlook 3 rivers, the La Crosse, Black, and Mississippi. It'll feature some native plants like cedar and dogwood, along with sculptures, including a bronze tribute to Betsy Thunder, a renowned Ho-Chunk healer.
And that's one of the things that even today that we forget is how we lean on our Ho-Chunk women, how strong they are, how independent they are, but then also how nurturing and how giving they are.
The $350,000 project starts construction in the spring. Most of the funding, though, already secured through community support.
Local children are getting the chance to lend a helping hand to first responders. The La Crosse Fire Department and Water Department launched the 2nd annual Hydro Helpers program. Kids are encouraged to adopt a fire hydrant during winter and take care of it. They'll help by shoveling snow around the hydrant and checking for any damage.
It's exciting because I think that the kids are feeling like they're really contributing and able to do good. And we should be empowering youth because they're an important part of our community and they are just as able to get involved as any adult.
If you're interested in adopting a hydrant, you can sign up on the City of La Crosse's website. A long-awaited sentencing in Indiana.
A community still shaken by a 2017 double homicide. What the victims' families chose to say today in court.
It's time to finish your holiday shopping for less at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, with great last-minute gifts at even better prices for all the originals on your list. Like assorted Duke Cannon bar soaps, $5.99 each. This Milwaukee bit set, $24.99. For the snacker, this West Bend popcorn machine, also $24.99. Plus, get last-minute doorbusters like 20-pound bags of KT Wild Bird Food, $9.99. Wrap up your holiday shopping for less with great last-minute gifts. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
from Wisconsin with love. Welcome to Delicious!
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they?
Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. US Cellular.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on a rugged new Passport, Pilot with available all-wheel drive, and the powerful Ridgeline. So don't wait. Turn your holiday dreams into reality with a new Honda named KBB.com's best value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
An adult and child are dead after an attack at a Christmas market in Germany. The incident occurring earlier today in Magdeburg, that is southwest of Berlin. Early information suggests the attack carried out by a lone assailant. The identities of the victims have not yet been released. Police are still working to determine a motive.
An Indiana man convicted in the 2017 killings of 2 teenage girls who vanished during a winter hike was sentenced to 130 years in prison today. 52-year-old Richard Allen arrived at court this morning shortly before the judge handed down the maximum sentence allowed by law. He's convicted of murdering 13-year-old Abigail Williams and 14-year-old Liberty German. The teens' bodies were found off a hiking path near their hometown of Delphi, Indiana, nearly 8 years ago. German's grandfather thanked the judge, prosecutors, and his close-knit community for their support.
This community has embraced our families from day one and continues to lift us up and support us. And again, for that, I'll always be grateful. I want to thank them.
Allen's attorneys plan to appeal.
Starbucks baristas in 3 U.S. cities have walked off the job as Amazon workers in several states hit the picket lines for a second day.
The strikes impacting 2 of the nation's largest companies come just ahead of the holidays. Danya Backus reports from Los Angeles.
With the holiday rush officially on, some workers and drivers are holding the line at several Amazon distribution centers across the country.
We're out here to strike for higher pay, safe jobs, and job security.
Ruby Wiggins has been working for a third-party vendor, delivering packages for Amazon in Southern California.
We wear their uniforms, we enforce their policies, we drive their branded vans.
Amazon workers, led by the International Brotherhood of Teamsters Union, are pressuring the online giant for a labor agreement.
Corporate greed has got to stop. This is our message to them that we're not going to take it no more.
So far, Amazon appears to be ignoring those demands, arguing the striking workers are not direct employees of the company. Starbucks baristas at some unionized stores here in Los Angeles, as well as Chicago and Seattle, are also picketing, citing lack of progress in their contract negotiations.
They're using their right to basically let it be known that they're tired of not being paid, not being valued.
Treat your workers like you should. Baristas across the country began striking earlier this year, calling for higher wages and more staffing.
Without the baristas, there is simply no coffee. It's common to skip breaks. It's common to not respect time off. I've realized that nobody else is going to fight for these things, so I have to do it.
Starbucks says it's ready to reach an agreement and is calling on the union representing its workers to return to the table. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Amazon says it doesn't expect strikes to impact holiday shipments. Organizers at Starbucks say their strikes will begin escalating every day until Christmas Eve unless an agreement is reached.
Big changes at FedEx as the company announces plans to spin off its freight trucking division.
What this move could mean for the future of the shipping giant.
We've got the snow on the ground. We're looking at quiet weekend conditions before Christmas, which is great for travel-wise. And even next week, we're looking at mild conditions. We'll have to take a look and see if the snow is going to stick around, and you'll have that white Christmas coming up on your First One Weather update after the break.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Now you see it, now you don't.
Carl's year-end clearance sale is going on right now. Save up to 55% on open box and one-of-a-kind appliances. Save up to 70% on one-of-a-kind mattresses and floor displays. Save up to 40% on clearance TVs and soundbars. Plus, we have a year-end blowout on grills and accessories.
So hurry in for best selection.
Carl's year-end clearance sale.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event. Time for exclusive offers on your favorite Ford SUVs, including Escape, Bronco Sport, and Explorer. Get holiday ready with all-weather features that make life easier, like heated seating, a heated steering wheel, and remote start. Great deals on your favorite Ford SUVs. That's how you get holiday ready. Now, during the final days, get 1.9% financing for 66 months, plus up to $4,500 in total savings on Escape, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sue Colby's experience. the gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColvey's.com or pick them up at Sue Colvey's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
FedEx plans to spin off its freight trucking division. FedEx Freight has 350 facilities and more than 30,000 vehicles in North America. It's the largest less-than-truckload, or LTL, operator in the U.S. LTLs move shipments from multiple companies on the same truck. It generated more than $9 billion in revenue in the previous fiscal year. Some analysts estimate it could be substantially more valuable as its own public company. FedEx is aiming to complete the spin-off within a year and a half.
The Federal Reserve's go-to inflation gauge has heated up again. According to new Commerce Department data released Friday, the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index rose 2.4% last month. That's up from a 2.3% increase in October, but still not as much as economists were expecting. They thought the annual rate would increase because of comparisons to last year when inflation cooled rapidly. Inflation has cooled substantially this year, and it appears to be on track to continue to move in that direction.
You know, yeah, that's pretty good.
Good, yeah.
You know, the last couple of weeks we've kind of had a formula where it gets really cold, middle of the week, and then the weekends are very pleasant, almost mild. So after we got dunked on with snow in the midweek here, do we get some relief this weekend? Let's get the answer from Greg.
Well, it's definitely going to be quiet conditions and good travel conditions, too, across the whole entire Midwest. So that's the positive news as we get into Christmas week starting Monday. So the only problem is we're going to have cold temperatures through Saturday. Nothing really too unusual for the end of December, but it'll be basically in the teens to 20s with some cloud cover. Temperatures do warm up closer to seasonal, and seasonal, as I mean, would be mid to upper 20s near 30. That's what we should be. So we'll see more of that on Sunday. Then we have a weak system that could provide a little bit of light snow, mainly northern areas Monday. Don't expect too much travel issues with that or accumulation. Once we get past that, it really becomes a mild pattern. If you look out west, they're going to be getting hit with a lot of series of storms, but the jet's going to take a real turn to the north, and we're just going to continue to get these west storms coming through the west and get that westerly wind aloft. It's going to keep our temperatures mild overall as we go throughout next week. So things are going to change for the time being, but otherwise we got some cloud cover going on for at least tomorrow. Some cloud cover, high clouds. We'll see a break of that maybe Saturday night. More clouds will come in Sunday. As there you track this little sin, and you'll see the spin on this. A weak little low is going to be coming through, provide maybe an opportunity for snow coming through early Monday, and then maybe through about noon for areas north of La Crosse primarily. This could change, but right now it looks like the biggest impact will be probably north of the region with this. It won't last too long. Amounts look fairly light with that, but that could see some accumulation sort of like Russ County in those areas as we go through early Monday. By the time we get Monday afternoon, it kind of pushes east. Now, as I mentioned, the jet stream really is going to take a turn up to the north, and that's really going to provide really mild atmospheric conditions overhead for us throughout next week as you see it really going far north or impacting the west. So we're going to see up to the north and kind of a split flow here with one jet to the north and one to the south. That usually allows us our temperatures to be mild and for the most part dry throughout at least Christmas until we got potentially a system coming up from the south after Christmas that could provide maybe some showers coming on. But it's definitely not a cold pattern, and it's not going to be really much of an impact travel-wise probably throughout most of next week too. So that's the positive news. Unfortunately, there's your temperatures, upper teens, low 20s for tomorrow, so it's going to be cold feeling like that. But Sunday, as I mentioned, getting close to freezing. Now, with the snow on the ground, it may impact some of these temperatures from getting above freezing until we melt more of that too. So, but we should get fairly close. Then Monday, with that system coming through, the winds do increase a little bit that I think will stay a little bit more mild going into Monday. That allow our temperatures to climb up a little bit more Monday, but still just the mid-30s, so a little bit above average. And then as we go for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, it's really going to be 30s and cloud cover. We could see temperatures a little bit warmer if we didn't have the snow on the ground. Unfortunately, I think the snow will keep these temperatures, and we might have to battle with some fog or low clouds. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But the good news is we're not expecting any precipitation, no rain, no snow, and travel-wise looks good at least through Christmas. And temperatures overall will remain mild, so we're not expecting any cold conditions. We won't see temperatures like we saw last year when we were in the 50s on Christmas, but it certainly will be in the 40s. Otherwise, beyond that, we look like we kind of have rain chances increasing towards the end of next week, and that 42 and 44 really depends if we got snow on the ground. If we don't have it by then, you could definitely see mid to upper 40s potentially with that type of atmospheric conditions we'll have. But we'll see how long the snow lasts, but I do think we'll see some at least through Christmas Eve and Christmas. Just depends on how much is on the ground.
All right, I think we'll take it. Thank you, Craig. Coming up next in sports, the Bucks return to the court for the first time since winning the NBA Cup. Plus, Karl Anthony Towns made his return to Minnesota. Hear what he had to say after last night's big game. Cade is next.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event. Time for exclusive offers on your favorite Ford SUVs, including Escape, Bronco Sport, and Explorer. Get holiday ready with all-weather features that make life easier, like heated seating, a heated steering wheel, and remote start. Great deals on your favorite Ford SUVs. That's how you get holiday ready. Now, during the final days, get up to $3,000 total cash on a brand new 2025 Ford Explorer. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled, plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
Right now, at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, you can save up to $400 on stressless recliners when you donate just $50 to charity. You'll save $400 on the popular Mayfair style recliner, $200 off other stressless recliners or office chairs, and up to $600 on stressless sofas. All this when you make a $50 donation to charity. Don't wait, it's time for stressless. Donate and save at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Cade Overton.
Tonight, the Bucks return to the court for the first time since winning the NBA Cup, but the road doesn't get any easier for Milwaukee, as tonight they're in Cleveland taking on a Cavaliers team that only has 4 losses throughout the entire season. The good news for Milwaukee, they're playing their best basketball of the year, 11-2 in their last 13 games. They've been shooting the ball better, but really it's been the buy-in on the defensive end that's been the key to success. After winning the Cup, Coach Rivers spoke on how all 5 members need to be locked in, because if just one guy isn't doing their job, then that's where the breakdowns happen. This one tips off at 6:30. I'll have highlights tonight. Also in the NBA, last night, Karl Anthony Towns made his return to Minnesota for the first time since being traded before the season began. And Cat showed out, 32 points on 10 of 12 shooting, 20 rebounds, and a big win as the Knicks dominated 133-107. It was an emotional night for Cat. The Timberwolves organization had 2 tribute videos for him, and all of the Minnesota fans showed nothing but support. Cat is thriving right now in New York, but on the TNT broadcast, he shared that Minnesota will always have a special spot in his heart.
This place I've called home for 9 seasons. This place means a lot to me and my family. You know, everyone was trying to make it seem like it was just another game. I knew it wasn't, and I'm just happy that our team could play the way we played tonight and, you know, get the win.
Cat is averaging 25 points and 14 rebounds in a Knicks uniform, while the Timberwolves are still trying to find their stride. Up next for Minnesota, tomorrow against the Warriors. And now it's time to announce our News 8 Play of the Week, and for that, we go back to Westby, where Maddox Fensil got hot from behind the arc, catch and shoot 3 time and time again, and if it was easy, everybody would do it. Fensil was making it look easy on the night. He would be 8 of 10 from beyond the arc, 24 points, all of them from 3, and for that, he has earned the play of the night. Now, I don't know what your guys' jump shots are looking like, but mine, not near as pretty as Maddox's.
See, usually the three-point is all I have. That's all mine. But I'm not 8 out of 10 like Maddox. You look like Steph Curry out there.
I mean, 8 for 10, that's 80%. That's an impressive night.
That's a lot.
That's awesome.
That's good.
All right, thanks, sir. We'll have another look at your weather when we come back.
Happy holidays and the best to you this season. From all of us at News 8 Now.
From messes to spills, with next-gen Nuvella Performance Fabric, you can relax. It's life-resistant. And right now, you can save on new high-performance styles. And don't forget to shop our year-end clear-out with select items up to 50% off. Only at Ashley.
I have something for you.
I have something for you, too.
Ford gets 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value. Plus, no monthly payments until next year.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative knows safety is the backbone of reliability. To deliver the power you need means doing things right. So we can continue to provide reliable energy and peace of mind. Because safety runs through everything we do. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Ashley's Stellar Sleep Celebration is going on now. Snooze now and pay later with 0% interest for 60 months in-store only. And receive a $300 gift with purchase. Hurry to your local Ashley store or ashley.com for better sleep and savings today.
All right, tonight it'll definitely be colder than what we've had for the last couple nights with some clearing skies, fresh snow cover. A lot of areas will get below 0. So something like we've had a couple days ago, but otherwise quiet conditions, dry conditions for Saturday. We'll have cloud cover keeping those temperatures in the teens to 20s. We will get closer to where we should be on Sunday, and then it's a matter of how warm these temperatures can get with the snow on the ground, and then how that compares to how much snow we'll have left as we get towards Christmas. With that snow chance Monday, mainly for northern areas, and it won't amount to too much, but it's really a mild pattern next week, so we should stay mild. And no travel impacts look like throughout Christmas right now.
Well, there you go. For me, as long as it's not raining on Christmas Day, I think we'll take it. All right. That looks good. Thanks for joining us at 6.
We'll see you at 10.